In this video, we'll show the process of creating a Google data source and utilizing it within an assistant. Let's start with navigating to the Data Sources menu. There, you'll find a button, Create Data Source. Click on it, and you'll be redirected to the Create New Data Source window. In this window, select the project for which the data source is intended. Specify the name and description of your data source, and decide whether this source should be shared with the project. Next, select the appropriate source from the available options. In this case, we will use Google, specifically a Google Doc that contains questions and answers about AI-run capabilities and functionality. Adding such sources will help users or specialists access specific information relevant to their project or work specifications. Before we proceed to add the Google Doc as a data source, it's crucial to ensure that the document adheres to a specific format. Let's dive deeper into the requirements for our Google Doc and find out why it is important. Since search for the most relevant information for the answer in the document is conducted precisely by titles, ensure the title is formatted with Heading 3 style. Heading 3 style serves here as a section title marker. The title number must contain 3-level numbering. It makes the content in a document well-organized, clear, and easy to navigate. Once the relevant section is identified, the answer is generated from the content in this section, which should be formatted with abnormal style. Also, ensure if read-only access to AI and Google account provided. Now, when the Google Doc format meets all requirements, we can get back to the Create Data Source page and proceed further. For detailed instructions, you also can refer to the guide or view format example. Now, paste the link to your Google Doc file. After clicking Create, you'll be transferred to the Data Sources page where our newly created data source will be listed. Wait until the status changes to Completed, indicating it is ready for use. In case the information in the data source is updated, use the full reindex function in the Data Source drop-down menu to ensure you are using the latest information. Now, we're ready to create an FAQ assistant that will utilize our data source. This assistant will answer to all your questions about AI and capabilities, usage, and so on. Begin by going to the Assistants menu and clicking the Create Assistants button. You will be redirected to the Create Assistant page. Fill in the assistant properties, choose the project, and enable the Shared with Project Team option if you want your team to access and use the assistant. Specify the name and provide a brief description that captures the assistant's purpose. In the System Instructions field, write a prompt that the assistant's answers will be based on. To add the previously created data source, use the Data Source Context drop-down menu to find all available data sources in the specified project. Once all fields are filled in, click on the Create button. Finally, test your assistant to ensure it works correctly with a specified data source context. Click on the Start Chat button in your assistant. Once you are redirected to the chat, ask a question, for example, what is AI in CodeMie? And observe how the assistant retrieves and provides the answer based on the added Google data source. By leveraging capabilities of Google data sources, you can ensure your team or users have access to the most relevant and precise data available.